Hey, what's going on, guys? Most of my videos I usually share with you guys about my hair transplant progress, but there are some things that I did not share before about the clinic, Asli, Tarcan. Always wanted to make a video about it, but a YouTube channel called Rate This Clinic gave me the idea to share my experience at the clinic in order to show you guys who they really are. As you guys know, hair transplant is a surgery that moves hair to bald or thinning areas of scalp. This is a serious surgery that involves bleeding and sometimes infection if it's not done properly. In the US, air surgery can be very expensive. For example, Bosley charges from $6 to $12,000, and Air Restoration of Michigan charges from $9 to $10,000. So overall, we know that most clinics in the US are very expensive. So for a lot of guys who can afford it, you have several options: pay the US price about air transplant to get your hair back, or embrace your bald head, or travel overseas to pay a price that you can afford. So in my case, um, so that being said, as I mentioned in my videos, after doing some research, I saw great results about Asli Tarjan on YouTube, which made me just to decide to fly out to Turkey and get a procedure at Asli Tarjan after doing even some research too. So I reached out to them, and they asked me just for some photos from consultation, and they gave me just a general idea about how the procedure works. Just first day consultation, second day surgery, third day bandage off and cleaning, and then I can come back to the US. So after that, I was just excited because when you lose your hair at a young age, you always miss that old you. Unfortunately, your emotions will prevent you from logic and common sense. So the red flag is just the fact that a consultation should be done by a doctor, where the doctor will be transparent and give you all the details about how the procedure will be conducted, what are the risks, how to take care of your transplanted hair, and how to heal your donor area. So unfortunately, the salesperson at the clinic don't give you details, and you can even research about the surgeon. So uh, moving on, I thought to myself, you know, they must be doing something right. They have great reviews and all these people coming in, and I've seen videos about price increases. So let me just not waste any time and get this ticket. So I bought the $3,000 package that includes the hair transplant procedure, transportation, and 3 nights at the hotel. And later they asked me just a few general health questions about, if I have any blood pressure or allergies and things like that. And next, I was actually surprised because they asked me for a security deposit. It pretty much just a guarantee that I will be there. But the deposit was it will be going towards the procedure, so no worries. I made the deposit was around $250 deposit. So I got my ticket. I fly out to Turkey. So first day, they pick you up from the airport and drive you to the facility from consultation. It was about 5 people on the bus. So at the clinic, the consultation took about 10 to 15 minutes. Again, no information session and no doctors. The sales guys was the one actually who did the evaluation and the consultation under a magnified glasses and gave me just an estimate how many grafts will be taken, 5,000 grafts from my donor area and under my beer. So pretty much the clinic will assign you two technicians to do the surgery. You may or may not get a good technician who do a good job on you. So it's just a hit or miss. So I would just say, just pray about it before you take this journey. So after the consultation, they drove us back to the hotel. The hotel was nice, and I have no complaint. In my opinion, I think Turkish food is delicious. So second day was just the day of the surgery. After breakfast, they drove us back to the facility around 7:30. Now, now it was 10 to 15 people. Some had their procedure done, and others were waiting to get their procedure done. So my surgery started I would say exactly at 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. So about 8 hours with one break in between. Two technicians were doing the procedure, a young lady and a gentleman. So one thing that I hate is the fact that sometimes you see people walking in the room asking questions and getting supplies from the room. And I thought to myself, this is just very unprofessional. We are in the middle of a surgery, and the technician they need to be focused on this life-changing procedure. So there should be no time to talk right now. You can talk and laugh during the break time. Anyway, this is just makes me upset. It just because a lot of us we've been saving money, enough money just to travel to Turkey and pay for their surgery. So at least they should focus on treating their patient with respect and focus on their work as well. But anyway, after the procedure was all done, I was waiting for the other guy. I was one of the first ones to finish the procedure. I was waiting for the other guys to get on the bus and head back to the hotel. So while I was waiting, the technician they kept spraying my scalp with saline solution. However, unfortunately, I wouldn't stop bleeding, so they asked me just to stay a little bit longer. Oh, that I was just exhausted, hungry, and upset. So the technician they sprayed so much saline solution because of the bleeding that the implanted graft started falling off. So they asked me to go back to the surgery room, but I was just so tired after all the bleeding, long hours, and stressed out. I literally fell off the chair, and thank God the technician caught me on time. Otherwise, I would have hit my head on the floor. I started just throwing up all over the place, and I literally had no strength. But I was still kind of aware what was going on, but I had just no control over my body. And about 4 or 5 people they came in the room, and they were just all scared and didn't know what to do. So I'm not surprised too, because of course they not healthcare workers, so all they can do is just to give you some water or take you to the hospital. So anyway, they lay me down on a bed. They cleared up all the vomit all over myself and gave me some water. After a few minutes, I start feeling better again. So after feeling way much better, I'll say about 10 to 15 minutes, I was feeling way better. Again, one of the technicians resumed to put back the implanted graft that had fallen off on my scalp. So I was back at the surgery room doing the procedure again. It took about, I'll say, 2 hours. And at the end, they drove me back to the hotel. I'll say it was around 11 or close to 12 a.m. And I was just feeling a lot better. So third day, third day, I got it was just a bandage and cleaned up. They cleaned up my donor area, and I was given a shampoo and a foam and instructions how to take care of the hair transplant. They also tried to sell me just a bunch of just expensive products that you can probably find on Amazon or Walmart. But I bought antibacterial, a repair skin lotion, and anti-inflammatory. So if you ask me, do I recommend going to Asli Tarcan? So I'll say it depends. If you do not care about how your donor area will look, and if you are planning to get an SMP, then yes, go ahead. You can go there. But before you go to the clinic, make sure you have a plan about your procedure. Don't just assume they will do exactly what you want them to do. And make sure that you'll be vocal and very serious about what you want. Of course, you don't want to be arrogant, but make sure that they will take your request serious. So in my case, I'm a no root 7 and my donor area is not all that. So I can do a fade on the sides and grow a little bit hair on top now that I got this procedure done, or even get SMP. So I'm just happy actually to be able just to grow some hair. So even if you guys can see from the photo, my donor area is not all that. Even this is just my photo before the procedure. So even after the procedures, you guys can see I still don't have um, my donor area is not all that great. So I don't care that much because I've been bald for a long time. So just having a little bit of hair is just it's just better for me. So what are the solutions? So no matter where you go, there will be always good and bad service. So we need to work together. So wherever you go, just make sure that you share your experience. Either you can either make a video or write in the comment section or send an email. Uh, let's just make sure that we expose the clinics. This way, they will be forced to improve their service and take their patient more serious and warn other people about any issues, any problems about your procedure. Because hair transplant or any other procedure is just a sacrifice or an investment that you make for yourself. So at least we deserve a better service. Uh, if you have any questions, just make sure that you can write in the comments and don't play with me. Make sure you subscribe, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. I'll see you soon.